Hey, what's up? This is our second video in the Road to Turning Pro series. I'm getting ready for the NPC Universe and possibly Masters Nationals and even the North Americans in 2020. So we figured we'd start a video series a little early. If this is your first time watching, go ahead and check back. We have a back video that we did up in Denver, Colorado on Sunday that we posted. But I'm kind of new to this whole video thing. We're trying to improve the channel and really expand it. So if there's anybody out there that's watching this that wants to collaborate and grow the channel, let us know. Here we're at Flex Gym in Colorado Springs, and we're just kind of warming up everything before some compound movements. I'll do 3 sets of 20 on outer thighs, do a little hamstring. Sometimes we add in inner thighs, but tonight we skipped it, and just kind of stretch out in between sets, go back and forth. Nothing fancy here, just trying to get some blood in the muscles, not training to failure, just mainly just squeezing and stretching and kind of going from there. You'll see today that Flex Gym has a lot of old leg equipment made in the 70s and 80s. I mean, really old equipment, and you don't have to have fancy stuff to grow and to have some kick-ass routines. We do squat. We didn't squat today. I had a couple shoulder surgeries about 5 and 6 years ago, and I don't do barbell squats, but we definitely get on that safety squat bar. It's about 85 pounds, and even though we didn't do that today, we definitely did some other stuff. I'm about 7 weeks into my off season, and just sort of trying to stay healthy and still eating pretty clean. I do cardio year round. I'm still doing about 3 or 4 days of 30-minute cardio sessions, and that's just for my health. Has nothing to do with body fat or size or anything. So after we warmed up, we stretched out a little bit more. This is our last set actually of leg extensions. I'm doing the whole stack here for about 15. Not necessarily to failure, but after this my knees were fully warmed up. Some blood was in the quads. I felt good and I was ready for the compound movements, and that really was the goal. So like I said, just about 15 reps here. This is a very ancient machine. It's heavy as hell, but it definitely did the trick. So you'll see the next piece of equipment after this. It has a weird foot platform. It's another older machine, chain driven, and there's a 45-degree angle on that foot platform, and it puts your body leaning back. And so we should have taken the video when I was doing it from the side. It really allows you to drop your hips low, like we're talking ass to calf squats. And if you see, like my quads are tucked into my stomach, so it's like doing a deep squat or almost even like a super deep lunge. And the nice part about it is you can go deep with no pressure on the back and very little pressure on the knees. So that's why I like this machine, is we can go pretty heavy. And after 25 years of competing, and I'm 41 years old now, been competing since high school, it's really nice to load this thing up and not have to worry about my back or anything like that. But we do still squat, and I think I'm a firm believer in the foundation movements and stuff, but this definitely is a nice little break. I think I did about 15 reps there, and we moved on to leg press. If you notice this leg press, again, it's old as hell, and it is not like a nebula. This thing is straight up and down. So there's a Cybex leg press that a lot of people use that kind of like swivels back and forth like a pendulum. This is definitely not that. So 8 plates on here, feels like 10, 11 plates on other stuff, but it's nothing too fancy. I think I did 15 reps. On every set, starting with the squats you just saw, we do 2 working sets, and then we slowly work up to the maximum weight. Like here on vertical leg press, we started with 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, 5 plates. So we'll do 2 sets with the 5 plates. On the leg press, we'll do 2 sets with the 8 plates. On the squats, 2 sets with 12 plates, or 6 plates on each side. So I was pretty taxed here. By the time this was done, I was freaking exhausted, and so it was a pretty good leg workout all in all.
Hey, what's up? So we're at Flex Gym in Colorado Springs. We figured we'd show you the leg room. We spend a lot of time in here. Jeff, the owner, always welcomes us. This is where we trained and did most of our working out for last year's shows for the NPC Universe and for Masters Nationals. We live about half hour, 45 minutes south of here, but it's definitely worth the trip up. He has a whole leg room, basically just with leg equipment. He's pretty funny. He has that sign up, all kinds of stuff. You can see some of these old posters of like Steve Reeves, Arnold, all the Mr. Olympias from Dorian Yates backwards. So that's a pretty old poster. He has dumbbells up to 140s. So dumbbells go up to 140s here. And there's 5 squat racks. So he's got 4 squat racks here, 1 squat rack on the back wall. He has a Smith machine here, a Smith machine upstairs and in the other room. So I think he has 4 Smith machines. But as you've already seen on the video, you know, he has a vertical leg press. You don't see a lot of vertical leg presses. He has 1 very old school hack squat and the leg press we use. And these were built in the 70s, but they spared no expense. They used the best ball bearings. They're still smooth to this day, so it's kind of cool. In the back, if you look outside that door, a lot of strongmen train here. So he's got everything from the concrete balls. It's dark out there now, but so they do a lot of training outside, tires, and the whole bit. He's got an old school hack squat. If you look back at some of our old videos, you'll see us do this a lot. If you have any lower back problems, this is the hack squat for you. You got an old donkey calf raise. You don't see very many of these. I know Bev's, they have one of these. I think the same exact one actually. But really it's just an old school gym with a lot of powerlifters, a lot of bodybuilders train here. There's some pros that are from here. Andy Hammond, he's from here. Retired, you know, now, but still training. So anyway, this is our leg room. You'll see a lot more videos in this room for sure. Thanks.
Did you like how I got that 2-minute rest period in there? Oh yeah, definitely getting old. Here we finished with some lunges and nothing fancy, just grab some 30-pound dumbbells. If you notice, I'm stepping way out. One of the weak points that I got feedback from the judges from this show is they just want my glute ham tie-ins a little more developed, a little more size in those areas. So we're slamming hamstrings on a separate day. So I separate my quad days from my hamstring days, and then you know, when I lunge and stuff, I take advantage of that. My quads are already taxed, so I step out a little bit and we'll just kind of use that heel to drive up with my glutes and hams, just a little added tension. Sometimes I think what we're going to end up doing is adding a couple hamstring exercises at the beginning of our quad workouts, nothing crazy, or maybe at the end. And then on hamstring day, we'll probably do a couple quad exercises. So that's probably going to try to improve, you know, the overall outer sweeps and definitely hamstring glute area that the judges wanted me to improve on. On quad day, I do 1 calf exercise. On hamstring day, I do 2. Don't need a lot of calf work. Here I'm just doing about 15 reps on our last set here. And everything went good. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate your time, and have a good one.